Bring everybody in, guys. Spread the word. Come on, come into the show. We will, you know, I promise you, this will blow your mind.
Grassroots army. It's an army.
It's an army, guys. A grassroots army, guys.
We have plenty of time. It's a Sunday, right?
At 17, your people say, I want to vote, but, you know, I'm busy. I have other things to do. Let's go see a movie, and we'll watch the results later.
Come on now, Trump. Look at the ease in his eyes. He's doing this flawlessly, man. Trump is doing this flawlessly. Just had a bullet whizzing over his ear. 5 days later, he's behind the mic and he's spitting calms, guys. Trump is spitting calms like a Gatling gun, guys. You know, we thank you. Patriots win. Arrows up, share, hoorah. Oscar worthy, you know. Look at this band of annals. There was a time when the world asked ordinary men to do extraordinary things. That is us, guys.
That's great. That's great.
Do we have the greatest people in the world? We have the greatest people in the world.
The point, the hat, he turns, he claps, and he points to the camera. Boom! There he is, guys. Trump, we love you guys. Oh my God, what a rally, guys. What a rally. Nothing beats just hearing us, just seeing, you know, you can already hear it in my voice where I think like, okay, I might head out now, right? And then, you know, before you know it, you know,
an hour later,
they come with something that is like, you know, and that is that drop, right? That I always want to read. 1339, and this is to you, QT. We established a series of proofs for this specific reason. Undeniable, unpredictable, coincidence after coincidence, growth due to confirmations, real sources communicating with the people, unrestricted and together, guys. So this is why Trump was labeling them the fake news, you know, and they will make sure, right, to drop those, you know, to back us up, right? And we love you, QT. Thank you so much for everything you're doing.
That zero delta at 2:47 and 56 seconds. It's to the second, guys.
47.56 to the second delta.
The second, guys. This is ridiculous.
They didn't say this out.
There it is, guys.
Jesus.
There it is.
Boom, guys.
There it is.
There it is, guys.
Woo!
There it is. Derf man in the house.
Dang,
we got Derf man in the house, guys.
I do appreciate all.
I do appreciate, guys. There it is. We sincerely appreciate. There it is, guys. 10:25. 10:25, guys. 10:25. There it is. I hope you guys can see it again. But this is central, so we got an hour here, right? 10:25. 10:25. We sincerely appreciate it for your kind words and appreciation. There it is. There it is, guys. The zero.
There it is.
Hey! Oh my God, this is good.
Of thousands, millions of people came in through Biden, and they say zero.
Boom, they say zero. What? 9:40 EST, aka 21:40 Eastern Standard Time. Boom, 21:40, zero Delta. What do we have here? Zero. They say zero. How about a nice zero delta to encourage add-ons on request of the Q team? Oh, whoa. Guys, check it out. He's saying we have it all at 7:09. 7:09, guys. Listen.
We have it all.
Boom, guys. We have it all. 5:09 Mountain Time. That is 7:09. Check it out. Are you ready? We have it all.
Oh my gosh.
This is 1909. The military timestamp. of 709, guys. We have it all. See that? Isn't that epic, guys?
Wow. How does he do that?
But we'll make sure that that's going to go very quickly. We'll be able to do things that you never even thought. The only good thing about what happened with this 4-year disaster is that the people will understand when we fix our country. They'll be much more understanding than they would have been if we just went straight ahead and did it.
Oh, right.
What the heck?
What the fuck? Stop on Trump. Dude, what the fuck? This is XM 4461. Dude.
They tell me there's a storm coming in. Is that right? Is that still
The first time I had it, but you guys were after me. I said I had to focus. I was the hunted, and now I'm the hunter. It's a big difference.
After decades in which past presidents coddled and enabled the world's leading state sponsor of terrorism, President Trump finally ended the immediate threat of a nuclear Iranian regime. The Iranian regime was weeks away from being able to produce a nuclear weapon that would threaten the entire world before President Trump took this decisive action on Saturday night to obliterate their nuclear capabilities. The contrast in leadership could not be more clear. Barack Obama and Joe Biden sent pallets of cash, American taxpayer dollars, in a failed attempt to buy the Iranian regime's compliance with a weak and ineffective deal. President Trump sent a fleet of American warplanes to destroy Iran's ability to produce a nuclear weapon.
There's new evidence that Barack Obama asked intelligence and investigatory heads like John Brennan, the former CIA director, James Clapper, the former director of national intelligence, and James Comey, the former FBI director, to find me evidence that you haven't found yet so that we can continue the Russian collusion hoax after it was ineffective in the campaign. You go back, we only have a few weeks left, I'm a lame duck president, and bring me the right assessments. And that's exactly what they did, and that's why they're terrified that new information is coming forth that suggests to the American people what they did and how they were culpable.
Incredible. It's all there now. It's in writing. And Tulsi's done a great job.
She's tough.
And she's tough and she's smart. And she did. She went deep into the files and she found it.
A new bombshell on the Russiagate hoax has dropped, revealing what U.S. intelligence knew back in 2016. Sources telling Fox News Digital that the U.S. intel had credible foreign sources indicating that the FBI would play a role in spreading the Trump-Russia collusion narrative. That was before the FBI launched its controversial probe. Now, CIA Director John Ratcliffe is expected to declassify intel from former special counsel John Durham's report on the origins of the FBI Trump campaign probe.
As you were playing those clips of these people like Morning Joe seemingly befuddled, saying that by no account is any of this true, I would challenge them to see if they've actually read the documents, every single page of the documents that we've released over the last couple of weeks. If not, go to odni.gov, G-O-V. It's all right there for anyone to see. And those who go in and read this will see how President Obama directed that a National Security Council meeting be called to talk about Russia.
Is the Oversight Committee prepared to enter into a legal battle with the DOJ over the Epstein files? You guys want the Clintons to tell us what they know about this, and many others. We'll put up the list again so everyone can see.
How can an entity known only as Q, faceless, nameless, fameless, etc., begin to ask questions on 4chan, now 8chan, and build something of this magnitude? How can the same Q entity garner such a massive amount of worldwide mainstream media, fake news attention attacks? How is it possible this Q entity can forecast future events or know when the POTUS is about to tweet? How is it possible future proves past regarding the information provided? How is it possible this Q entity, an entity who began by merely asking questions on 4chan, 8chan, was able to fill in the blank?
Our movement is about replacing a failed and corrupt political establishment with a new government controlled by you, the American people. The Washington establishment and the financial and media corporations that fund it exists for only one reason: to protect and enrich itself. The establishment has trillions of dollars at stake in this election. For those who control the levers of power in Washington and for the global special interest, they partner with these people that don't have your good in mind. Our campaign represents a true existential threat like they haven't seen before. This is not simply another four-year election. This is a crossroads in the history of our civilization that will determine whether or not we, the people, reclaim control over our government. The political establishment that is trying to stop us is the same group responsible for our disastrous trade deals, massive illegal immigration, and economic and foreign policies that have bled our country dry. The political establishment has brought about the destruction of our factories and our jobs as they flee to Mexico, China, and other countries all around the world. It's a global power structure that is responsible for the economic decisions that have robbed our working class, stripped our country of its wealth, and put that money into the pockets of a handful of large corporations and political entities. This is a struggle for the survival of our nation, and this will be our last chance to save it. This election will determine whether we're a free nation or whether we have only the illusion of democracy, but are in fact controlled by a small handful of global special interests rigging the system, and our system is rigged. This is reality. You know it, they know it, I know it, and pretty much the whole world knows it. The Clinton machine is at the center of this power structure. We've seen this firsthand in the WikiLeaks documents, in which Hillary Clinton meets in secret with international banks to plot the destruction of U.S. sovereignty in order to enrich these global financial powers, her special interest friends, and her donors. Honestly, she should be locked up. The most powerful weapon deployed by the Clintons is the corporate media, the press. Let's be clear on one thing. The corporate media in our country is no longer involved in journalism. They're a political special interest, no different than any lobbyist or other financial entity with a total political agenda, and the agenda is not for you, it's for themselves. Anyone who challenges their control is deemed a sexist, a racist, a xenophobe. They will lie, and then again, they will do worse than that. They will do whatever is necessary. The Clintons are criminals, remember that. This is well documented, and the establishment that protects them has engaged in a massive cover-up of widespread criminal activity at the State Department and the Clinton Foundation in order to keep the Clintons in power. They knew they would throw every lie they could at me and my family and my loved ones. They knew they would stop at nothing to try to stop me. Nevertheless, I take all of these slings and arrows gladly for you. I take them for our movement so that we can have our country back. I knew this day would arrive. It's only a question of when. And I knew the American people would rise above it and vote for the future they deserve. The only thing that can stop this corrupt machine is you. The only force strong enough to save our country is us. The only people brave enough to vote out this corrupt establishment is you, the American people. Our great civilization has come upon a moment of reckoning. I didn't need to do this, folks, believe me. I built a great company, and I had a wonderful life. I could have enjoyed the fruits and benefits of years of successful business deals and businesses for myself and my family, instead of going through this absolute horror show of lies, deceptions, malicious attacks. Who would have thought? I'm doing it because this country has given me so much, and I feel
so strongly that it's my turn to give back to the country that I love. I'm doing this for the people and for the movement, and we will take back this country for you, and we will make America great again.
You ready? You ready? You ready?
Good morning, beautiful patrons. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful last day of the week. Well, working day of the week, right? And again, let me get my cursor back because I got these multiple windows. And thank you all so much for your epic support making this possible, guys. For me to, widen, make it all better, guys. And that's what it's all about, right? Every day, make it better. And again, there it is. Big shout out, by the way, by Madman. For Madman, to Madman. How do you say that, guys? Shout out to Madman, right? Thank you so much for gifting out and inviting 10 people to the Red Castle Club, guys. So again, let me just scroll up and see who got it, guys. Madman, there you are. We love you. 10 subscriptions. Giving it to Framing Carpenter. Great to see you. Welcome to the Red Castle Club. Boston Terrier Patriot. Welcome to the Red Castle Club. And Madman, thank you so much. Let me see, guys. Let's see, guys, who's getting it. I'm not really good at this, guys. Derfman is way better at this, but I think the Red Castle still have to come in. So everybody on YouTube and Pill.net, if you want to have Red Castle, because a lot of people are already Red Castle members, right? So Rumble is kind of waiting, like, who can I give it to, right? So if you want to have a Red Castle, behind your name, there is MD80 Lady. So, there it is. Boom, Red Castle already. So there it is. We love you. Hey, Grasshopper. Great to see you guys. Callers 1921. Let's see, guys. Everybody pay attention. Central Scrutinizer doesn't have one. So I guess Central Scrutinizer, you're going to have one shortly. But again, let's continue. Again, Madman, thank you so much for epic support. I think I've seen you in the shows a few times, right? I think from like a month or two ago, you started appearing in the shows. I don't know if that was the first show you've seen, or you were lurking normally, and now you are chiming in with us in the shows, guys. But again, Madman, we love you. God bless you all. Let's start the show, right? Because you are all here. Because the storm is upon us. Ooh, almost pressed the button, guys. Gotta get used to this. Let everybody know we're live, guys.
My fellow Christian warriors, set yourselves apart from this corrupt generation. Be saints. That is the freedom that I wish for you. Freedom from sin. Freedom from our weaknesses. Freedom from the slavery that sin makes out of all of us. That is the freedom that is worth dying for. Kind of reminds me of the words that Mel Gibson first intoned in his Academy Award-winning film Braveheart, when he said to his ragtag army, and I say to you tonight, I see before me a whole army of my countrymen here in defiance of tyranny. Come to fight as free men, and free men you are. What will you do without freedom? Will you fight? No! Yep, fight, you may die. Run and you'll live. At least a while. Dying in your beds many years from now, would you have been willing to trade all the years from this day to that for one chance? Just one chance to come back here and tell our enemies that you can take our lives, can never take our freedom. Every man dies. Not every man truly lives. You. We must fight for that authentic freedom and live, my friends. By God we must live. And with the Holy Spirit as your shield and Christ as your sword, may you join Saint Michael and all the angels in defending God and sending Lucifer and his henchmen straight right back to hell where they belong. The storm is upon us. But not without Jesus, our rudder. And in the words of Reagan, evil is powerless if the good are unafraid. God bless you.
And God bless you, Boozing Patrons. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful day. Let's play Hold the Line. And let me shout each and every one out, because you know that I love you, right? Okay, guys. Wait a minute. Something is wrong. Yes. Boom. Boom time. Let me see, guys. Okay, guys, let's get this party started.
I will be a president.
How's the mic volume?
Joblessness and hopelessness.
Cure Flash,
Anger,
great to see you.
resentment and hatred.
Duke M, we love you.
Lawlessness, violence, bitterness and fury.
Loose Sapphire, great to see you.
No nation.
Homie, we love you.
State of chaos.
Dick Frustrated says, thanks so much for joining us. Dick Tracy, Super Lady, Melly Gator 5, sing a new song, sister, you broke the internet. Stevie Bananas, beautiful Krista May from Denmark, we love you. He's gonna hold the line. Boom time. Okay, guys, let me know if the mic volume is way too loud. Boston Terrier Patriot, great to see you guys. Super Lady, Rick Hugh, look at the chat, guys, we love you guys. Melligator, Democrats, piss me off. Nova's mom, 3154, we love you. Miss Penny Black, we love you. Sister, you're a legend. Yo, Parko, what's up, brother? We love you. Webster 55, MG Pace in the house. Danny Beckers are in their upright position. And while you're ready, guys, please double check if you're buckled up, because you know it's going to get bumpy. Okay, guys, I got a little distracted. Miss Grasshopper came in with a sandwich. So, United Airlines to Guantanamo Bay. Immediate boarding at KD. We knew this day would come, so grab your favorite beverage, liberal tears. Grab your popcorn, sit back, relax, enjoy the show. You like to them to do the heavy lifting. Here we go. Emmer Bach. Emmer Bach. Awesome name, man. Yo, Poland. What's up? Poland's in the house, guys. Stephen Petticourt. The angels are sounding their horns. The apocalypse is nigh. Foreshadowed for millennia, and as you can see unfolding right in front of our eyes. We're blessed to be alive and to be witnesses of this epic transition to greatness. Big shout out to Donald J. Trump, Dan Scavino, Elon Musk, General Flynn, Cash Patel, Pam Bondi, Chuck Grassley, Richard Goodell, the less than 10, with the Warlocks. We love you guys.
We will be back in some form.
John MC, legends, we love you. Michelle,
too many think it is unreal, but that is a dangerous defeatist belief. It leads to the conclusion
that we are gripped by forces we cannot control. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for Storm Mega. Okay, guys, let's see if I can. Yes, there it is. Let's wait until the Where We Go One We Go All worldwide is full on screen, because you guys are absolute proof of that. And again, thank you all so much for joining us. Let's get straight up in introducing the man, the legend that you all know as Mr. Butterboy. The man that knows without being told. Mr. 45, believe it or not, heartbeats a minute. Do not let him tell you otherwise. The cherry on top, as we all know, he brought it home for us, guys. Mr. RQ Derf, man. How you doing, my friend? Are you there? Is he muted?
Well,
there he is.
Good afternoon, Grass. Am I here?
Okay, yes. I hear you.
Am I delayed? Yes. Oh, there's a huge delay, Grass.
Okay.
You know what? I may try to exit and go back in.
Okay, guys. So
let me do that.
Yes, we love you, dude. So, Duke M, I need coffee. Great to see you. Homie is with us. Luz Sapphire. Beautiful name, by the way. Trump will bow before. Oh my God. Okay, guys. Be frustrated. We love you. Again, thank you so much for being with us, moderating YouTube and Rumble. And again, let me know, guys. Derfman is coming in and out. I think he's the best in inviting everybody, welcoming all to the Red Castle Club. So again, guys, let us know who it is. And if you guys have a Rumble channel, right? And you want to have, Red Castle, come over here. There are a few of these Red Castles still waiting, guys, because our beloved Madman gave away 10 guys. Okay, so Dick Tracy, great to see you. Ted Phillips, 1977. Danny Baggers, Wolf for you to see. Ellie K. Patton, we love you. The Framing Carpenter, awesome to see you. Democrats pissed me off, we love that name. Let me see, guys. Let's wait until Derf is with us. 626 Sus, we love you. Mr. Discord, awesome to see you guys. YouTube is bad. Oh, YouTube is bad? Really? Okay. Well, I changed a few settings. But again, I'm streaming at 10,000, bit rate, so it must be good. I don't know. Let me invite some people. Judd MC, always great to see you with us, sister. Let me see, guys, who's with us. Michelle, beautiful name. Okay, guys. Derfman, are you with us? Rick Q, always great to see you. That's Patriot. Leonardo, great to see you. What's up,
I'm
Derf?
on my phone.
Right.
Am I
Yes, you're
here?
good.
Is there a delay? I don't know.
Let's do 1, 2, 3.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, okay, it's good. It's kind of good.
All right. Well, I'm on my phone because, there was something really weird happening on the laptop. Like
Don't get me
I was able
started,
to see
man.
your screen for a while, and then it stopped sharing. Like there was something not quite
Something
sure
ain't
what,
right.
something happened, and well, right now, like I've been trying to get back in on my laptop, and it's not letting me.
Well, I had some major issues with the internet as well. I'm streaming now via my phone. By the way, that internet is killer, guys. But I gotta keep it in check to see how my data is going, right? There's the ticker, right? I'm keeping an eye on it because I gotta refresh it, right? I got unlimited internet, but I have to refresh it before it hits 0. But you can only refresh it once it's below, you see what I have, right? It's like 18,000 MBs, like 20 gigs or something. But I will burn through this in this, trust me. So it's either going to be we're going to have a big dip in the show or we're going to lose some some streams out there. But again, Derf, go ahead.
Yeah, well, it's still not coming up on my laptop, so I don't know if I'm gonna have to do a reboot, which I would really hate to do right now, considering the work that I'm trying to finish up. Okay, so let's see. It's loading now. Let's see if the image comes back. And while I wait, let me pop into the chats and say good morning to Loose Sapphire.
Yes.
That's a new name in the chat. I need a coffee. Let me see. Yeah, even Stephen Petticord was saying
YouTube is bad, huh?
something that YouTube was glitching, but I don't know, guys. It seems to be okay for me now. Like YouTube, when I'm looking at it, it's it's pretty smooth, I would say. So maybe if the image glitched earlier, it's back to being okay now. So let's say hello also to Deflustrated. Thank you for always being with us. Kenny Stacy, good morning. Homie, Terry Jones, Dragonfly 17, Quora Flash. Let me see, who else did we get? Doki M. Guten Abend to you. And let me see, I've got the Rumble chat hidden somewhere. Here it is. All right. Good morning to Washington Trials, Stevie Banana singing a new song, Jackie Coy. Yeah. So clearly a few people were having glitches as well. I don't know if that was related to your internet glitch or not, but I mean, everything looks
what I'm saying
good to me now. Oh,
so what I'm saying is that my internet line, like the internet coming into my home, is dead. So, so now I'm streaming on my phone, right? That internet is killer, I have maybe like 80 MBs download and maybe 30 downloads or uploads, whatever. But this phone, man, it's like 400, 900, like it's crazy, But again, we're going to burn through those data really, really fast. But again, different. So yeah, so that's what I'm saying, right? Like the internet line, the ground line is down. So it's not making it easy. But again, so this internet, what I'm streaming with is way better. But still, Armor Buck. Do you see this, Derf, man? So we got a Red Castle Storm from Madman with a 4, right? We got a mega gift from Armor Buck with 5 subscriptions.
Well, and here's the funny thing. Armor Buck also got a subscription from Madman earlier.
Wow. Look at that.
So the ones I was able to catch from Madman, we got Framing Carpenter, Boston Terrier, 47 Lights, and let me see, Central Scrutinizer, as you predicted, Hopper.
Mm-hmm.
He got a Red Castle from Madman. Armor Buck got one. Let me see. Judd MC, good to see you, and welcome to the Red Castle Club. Let me see who else. Michelle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and Washington Trials. And lastly, I've got Jackie Coy, who was gifted a Red Castle by Madman.
Mm-hmm.
So if there was, I got 9. So I don't know if there's a 10th one coming or if I missed it. But we will definitely keep an eye out for that. So by the way, thank you, Madman. And thank you, Armor Buck, for gifting the 5 subscriptions. We'll definitely do our best to keep an eye and try to get, we'll keep an eye and get all the Red Castles committed. Don't worry, we'll do it. So yeah, guys, thank you, and thank you, Dick Tracy, for the dollar rant as well.
I think there's some bus coming in.
We got that one. We got the troll earlier.
Mm-hmm. Michael Ackers.
Yeah, we had some Jennifer 523 with the mRNA link that I hadn't seen that one in our chat in quite a while, by the way. So, kind of nice to see. All right. Let me try one quick thing, by the way.
I think, Derf, you got a mega delay. By the way, just saying. But guys, let's continue with the show because Derfman is coming in and out. And I've been trying to get the volumes all nice and dandy. Okay, guys. So let's get into the show, guys. We have some...
Do I still have a delay?
Let me say 1.
I guess I do.
2.
Sorry.
3, 4,
2,
5.
3.
Yes, that's way too.
4, 5. Way too much. All right.
I don't know. Maybe.
Sorry about that.
No worries. Okay, guys. Kenny Stacy, great to see you. Q Trooper. Michael Akkers. I think you're Dutch, right? Brother? Welcome to the show. Dragonfly 17. Bad Face. We love you. Kenny Stacy, great to see you guys. Okay, so let's get into the show, guys. We had some mega crumbs from Dan Scavino yesterday. And to see what is going on here, right? We have to do a little recap. And by the way, happy 5-year Delta, right? We are Q. The best is yet to come. Beautiful, beautiful 5-year Delta. And that reminded me, right? Like, you've been with us during the show, right? You've seen the back channel comms that are coming in. Like, I don't think a thing just because, out of one thing that we are finding, right? It are these continuous drops, right? Like you were saying, certain things are highlighted multiple times, and this will be the upcoming events, right? I'm butchering this quote, but you know what I'm saying, right? So we can see these 10 days darkness. Again, this is not about, the sky falling, right? This is not about the worst thing, but again, something is going to be exposed, right? The drops that they are dropping in combination with their 88s, right, are saying, okay, the darkness, something needs to be exposed, right? And for the justice to be swallowed by the people, right? Because it is inevitable what is going to happen, but the people need to be prepared for what it is, right? So that is the darkness, right? The darkness is going to be exposed by the light. And again, we are approaching, the 8-year Delta with the official first Q drop, right? Of course, Q dropped before, kind of warming up the annals that were there, right? Kind of, putting something here and something there, right? And they were saying, wait a minute, if you guys have continued a connection to Trump, or if you are Trump, drop this meme, right? With the train, the Trump train. And Trump then did it. And then they said, and this was before drop 0, so to say, right? When the aggregator starts scraping it. They started with drop 0, drop 1, starts collecting it from there on, right? In the earlier drops, you could see the annals coming there, and Q was saying, okay, graphic is confirmed, right? Or saying, wait a minute, guys, pay attention. It needs to be in the same time zone, right? All these things are really important. After all these crumbs, after a day, go back and study this, right? Because what you are collecting here are not, some of it aren't my drops, right? So this was before the aggregator, like QAG or Q.pub, or I don't know, these websites, right? We're scraping the drops. So the first official one, right? So the Q team was kind of warming up the people on 4chan, wowing them with, damn, we were asking for this meme. Are we talking with Trump? Right? And it was so much so that these annals truly believed, and right so, that Trump and some kind of military operation, right, was dropping on 4chan. And then October 28th happened, right? So this is just 11 days before that, right? We are Q 11 days before this and 5 years later, right? By the way, no, 3 years later. But again, this is the 17th is 11 days separated from an upcoming 8-year delta that is the beginning of this, right? A bold plan was set in motion, and military intelligence began to inform the public and guide their research, leading them to an unprecedented level of understanding about past and impending events. Pacers from around the world started coming together. Oof, I'm getting emotional, man. Goosebumps. I can't read this. Sorry. I can't read this. But again, maybe when Derfman is coming back, he can read this for us. Because I'm joking.
Let's see.
Okay, there he is. Derfman.
Yeah, I think that delay's
No,
gone
you're good.
right
You're good.
now. So yeah, let me go ahead and read this.
Sorry for that, guys.
So, don't beat, bro. So on October 28th, 2017, a bold plan was set in motion and military intelligence began to inform the public and guide their research, leading them to unprecedented levels of understanding about past and impending events. Patriots from around the world started coming together in their pursuit of truth and true freedom. They knew we faced a common enemy that had infiltrated entry level of society. Awakening amidst this millennia-old war on the mind, one that has kept the world in a chronic state of ignorance, we recognize that the strongest weapon is truth, wielded by a skillful army of inspired digital soldiers attuned to a higher calling. In the full realization that there is no turning back, these are the days of prophecy. The curtain is being lifted, humanity is being freed, and absolutely nothing can stop it. We are honored to know all of this, to be part of it, and to understand that it had to unfold this way. We have lost many friends along the way who didn't live to see this day. And for them, and for the billions of brave souls throughout time who read and meditated on the prophecies, who fought to shine the light of truth even in the face of death, we honor you. We carry you with us through these days, documenting this transition to greatness to the best of our ability, holding that torch high and shining bright until the final beat of our hearts. We are almost there, Patriots. Thank you for holding the line and standing in support of your fellow man. Donald, thank you for taking on this arduous mission, enduring all the slings and arrows for us. You have accumulated treasures in heaven that know no bounds. You deserve a long and healthy life to enjoy the fruits of your impeccable labor. Godspeed, Grasshopper.
Okay, guys. Sorry.
Wow,
I
bro.
need to...
That was beautiful. Thank you for that, Grass. And thank you for letting me read it.
I mean,
we are Q. Boy, I don't want to. I don't want to be too bold, but boy, would it be nice, to have somebody post at 12:47 today. Wouldn't it, guys?
Yes. 12:47, guys. Ay. This is this hurts, man. Wow. Hey.
And I'm not asking because, they probably, maybe somebody's already planned this and they're like, yeah, we're going to drop at 12:47 today.
Mm-hmm.
Not because Derfman asked, but because that's the plan.
Whew. You know what? Let's do something else, right? Let's do something totally different. Let's get mind over manners, because this is how the brain works, guys. Let's do something totally unrelated. And let's see, guys. Let's go here. Let's go and see what the team did, guys. Because it's something, guys, right? Let me see. The White House is dropping. Sorry, guys. I got to recapture myself. Let me see. Oh, dude. Trump is dropping. 10 to 42, 32. Good. So the last thing that he dropped, and I have been looking at this. Again, I did not look at the characters and the blue slip, right? Because we know, these are the things that we are looking at, right? The emphasis. The blue slip and blue slips, right? How they are rigging the system. And trust me, the system is rigged, right? Who would have thought? But the timestamp didn't really do that much, right? I can show you, but I don't know. So I thought, wait a minute, let's wait till Trump drops again, because there might be a nice little gap code in here, right? Because maybe he wants to hit a certain timestamp that is making a lot of sense, in coordination with the gap code. So let's do that, right? Let's do that. Whew. Happy 5-year Delta, guys. And happy upcoming. What happened? Happy upcoming. How do you say that? 8-year Delta, where Q started dropping again. We love you guys, right? It's amazing that you guys brought us in to say, hey guys, you don't want to miss what's coming up, right? Again, let's see. We got some Facebook action going on. Okay. Let me see, guys. What is he posting about? This is a reply. And he's replying within 4 minutes and 39 seconds, or 2:79. Let me see, 4:39. Okay. Again, a missing I. 934. Okay, guys. More coming. Keep your eyes open. Let me see. 279. Can you confirm? Why is the Secret Service not protecting key members of the No Such Agency? Okay. Okay. A 972. And the White House is dropping. Get peace through strength. Shine the light bright. Why is Hussein traveling the world to conducting high-level meetings? Use logic. Let me see what this clip is about.
The power of the American presidency and the way President Trump utilizes it to get things done.
Donald Trump's sheer force of personality. There are not many men, not many leaders who can walk into the Knesset in Israel to such rapturous applause, such a warm welcome, and then, less than an hour later, appear in a room of world leaders, Arab and Muslim leaders, and have the same kind of warm welcome. It really is his force of nature which has managed to make this happen.
They see the strength of the United States, and they see the United States' indispensable leadership on the world stage.
I think the president does deserve to take a victory lap, considering what has been accomplished today.
I mean, the United States of America today and its president, Donald Trump, is at the forefront of the most important thing going on in this world, the release of these hostages and the possibility of a standing peace in the Middle East.
It was a joyous day of images of people celebrating genuine, deep happiness.
It's been a day of dramatic split-screen moments, and none more so than the sight of President Trump addressing the Israeli parliament at the final moment as the final hostages crossed out of Gaza and aid trucks rolled freely into Gaza. The result was, after 2 years now of brutal war, the unmistakable hope, the feeling in the air that something big had finally changed.
This achievement, and it is a significant achievement, would not have happened without the United States leadership. President Trump deserves a lot of credit.
For the first time in 2 years, over 2 years, 738 days, Hamas holds no living hostages in its captivity.
Well, I think President Trump needs to know that we really thank him. And it was hard for us to say it in advance because we couldn't really believe that was true. 20 hostages are actually coming. All of them are alive. All of them look good. And the fact that he made it, he promised and he kept his word, and hostages are here, is just amazing. And we want to thank him for that.
Wow. Beautiful clip, guys. 2 minutes and 9 seconds, or 129 seconds. 129. Okay, guys. Closing act. Impossible to clean. Operations by no such agency. So, wait a minute. Didn't we just have the no such agency? Where did we get that? Maybe the 439. Or the 934.
Um, 279.
Yeah, 279. That's it. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so yes, there it is. Why is the Secret Service protecting key members of the no such agency, right? The Q group. There it is. Closing act. Impossible to clean. Operations by no such agency. Boom. So let me see. This is the length of the clip and the mirror of the gap code. Trump is being really stealth here, I gotta say. Meeting up. Who's setting up the meeting? Okay. Investigate Flynn. Okay, let me see what is this? Yeah, 2324. Okay, James Comey, James Baker. The 25th Amendment. Again, they wanted to spy on Trump, right? Wearing a wire. Again, 5 seconds work both ways, right? Let me see. 3240. We are everywhere. Q is everywhere. Okay. Let me see his post number. 4758. 4758. The hunters become the hunted. And this is this October? No, September. September 24th. $475. No calls made outside of this platform, indeed. The timestamps are leading to the drops. Let me see. 2985. Okay. Finder should apply to the NSA. Oh, dude. This is another Facebook drop. Well, what's the other one? The 4232?
No, it was 279.
279.
It was the seconds.
279. Yeah, no, that's the NSA, but the 2342? I'm talking about Facebook. There was, dude.
2324?
Oh yeah, this is wrong.
No,
let me see.
2224.
Yeah. 547. Let me see, guys. Man, that tweet hit me hard. Unbelievable. Let me see. 4758. I don't believe it. Where is it? 4232. Ah, ridiculous, guys. What's going on here? 1042? Nah. Yes, there it is. Facebook. So, okay, so we got some Facebook action happening here. Pentagon kills LifeLog. Facebook starts. And this is the hours and minutes of Trump. Let me see, 4201. Okay, guys. Power belongs to the people. Where we go one, we go all. The Q plus in the parentheses. It talks about the Q movement. And now we're going to look at the gap code, guys, because I think something huge is here. Because again, his timestamp doesn't really make that much sense, right? His truth number does. And so he knew that this one was coming up. But the gap code that he's making here, dude, he's hitting. Dude, his gap code is hitting this almost the same timestamp. 10:42:32, 10:42:43. Look at this. 2 minutes before 12. Unbelievable, guys. See that? He almost hit, his delta is almost the same as his gap code. Huh. I knew something was there, right? Look at that. That is wild. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. That is, I never seen this before. What a way to start this 17th, guys. Right? What a way to start this 17. Boom. Maybe the last 17 before. What?
No, I'm thinking out loud.
Okay, so let me look at 42:34.
With the
Sorry?
Or 32:40. I'm just wondering. 40 was.
Man, he's making it difficult, guys. Let me see. What's going on, Trump? Let me see. 3-4.
You know, the mirror.
3240.
Mm-hmm.
We are everywhere. Again. Well, yes, that's the same as this one. Yes, okay. But there's a 2-second difference. There's a 2-second difference. Let me see, guys. Let me check the seconds. 38:55. Okay. He's doing something, guys. There's a 38. There's a 554. Okay. Oh, Trump, you're funny, man. 455. 4558. Okay, there's a 5-minute marker. So now we have a 2-second marker, right? Graphics should be in the same time zone, right? Yes.
I mean, take a look at his.
455.
Take a look at.
Yes.
Take a look at his Truth Social time when he posted it.
23:59, 58.
And 58 seconds. There's your 2 second, bro.
Uh-huh. Yes.
That's 2 seconds to midnight.
Yes. 2 seconds to midnight.
And then there's 2 seconds between 42:32 and 42:34.
Mm-hmm. That is, I've never seen Trump do this. Let me see what he's doing here. Let me figure this out. So again, we got 129 in the thing. So let me see, what is it? So 1037, the timestamp of the White House. Booms en route, blind, loud and clear, green military stringer. Trump is making peace around the world. And yesterday we were kind of, thinking like, what is Trump doing, right? Could it be, right? That Trump is the calm before the storm, is the peace that Trump is creating, right? Setting a premise, winning the hearts of the world. And even the MSN is praising Trump, right? We were kind of, meditating on that, right? I was, right? But, okay, so we are everywhere. Closing act impossible to clean. Okay, the Secret Service, protecting key members of the No Such Agency. The hunters become the hunted. LifeLog, they're spying on you. Finders should apply to the NSA. Well, they're bumping up their, I gotta say, they're making it really, really, this is a different level of cracking this nut, right? And there it is, guys. Q plus, the We Are Q. We are everywhere. We stand together. Where we go, one we go. Okay. We can look at 340 and 0. Okay, yes. That is, yes. That everything can be stated one by one. Future-proofs past. News unlocks map. You are learning. And 3400. Okay, do you believe? Okay, guys. The 3-star general. Flynn news coming. So again, when will Flynn start doing his thing for the admin, right? He will have a role in admin too. He's kind of holding it back right now. But he's going to do something. I wonder what it is. 209. Okay, expand your thinking.
Here, Grass, I'm looking at
there it is,
the
guys.
full.
Where there was once darkness, there is now light. From sea to shining sea, God's speed. Okay, so we're going to look at the characters, guys. What is Trump? What is the White House dropping here? News around the world praises President Trump. Peace plan. The peace president. Let me go to the Twitter and let me get it from there, guys. Let's just copy paste all of this. Boom. There we go. Let's go back. And let's go to the character count. Let's see what we got. We got 90 characters. 12 spaces. So that brings us to 78. Oh. Okay. Okay. There's another 78. We love our 78s, guys. 14 words. We love drop 40. 14, right? 5 steps ahead. Antifa playing right into the plan. Good guys stopping the rigging. Again, it is 11:07 at the 17th of Red October, guys. So congrats. Thank you so much for joining us. Patsy Paces is with us. Real Willow is with us. Trucy, we love you. Salt K, 47 Lights. Patsy Pages, Indy Ford. Eve Joy. Beautiful name, sister. Eve. I love that name. We say Ava, right? I was thinking about, like, I knew a girl, right, who was a daughter of a friend of my mom, right? Her name was Ava, right? I love that name. I don't know why, but Ava, I love it. And Eve is the same, right? So again, Eve, great name. We love you, sister. Thank you so much for joining us. But Eve or Ava I like that name. Almost called my daughter that, but we went for Lux, right? Latin for light. But there it is, 90 characters. Let me do a double space here. So know that we're looking at the characters, 90 in total. Okay, we just need Q to come back and confirm now. Confirmed, classified Hillary Clinton. Well, didn't we have the Q plus within the parentheses? There it is. Power belongs with the people. Q plus. There it is. Hillary Clinton. Boom. Remember those drops saying Alice equals Q, right? What if Hillary Clinton is dropping the drops, guys? No, joking. Crazy. Oh, that's funny, man. Okay, so let's see. The United States, guys, completes the 90 characters, 12 spaces. Let me check it out, guys. 12. I need something to get my head on, guys, because, I was writing it and it kind of came, right? It was early in the morning. I was typing it and, redoing it. And I thought, yeah, this is perfect. Posted it. Never thought about it. Then I thought, okay, let's go through the proofs that we had yesterday in the show and then link that to what happened last night. And again, you know how busy I am, right? So I thought, you know what? Let's do something easy, right? Let's go into this 5-year delta and upcoming 8-year delta on the 28th. And boom, it just, hit me. So there it is, guys. Military intelligence referenced above. It's the biggest inside drop this board will ever receive. Now think about why Antifa is playing right into the plan. Always ahead. Good guys are winning. 14 words, guys. 12 spaces. That is wild. Because Trump or the White House is doing an enter here, right? This is not a space. This is why you have 14 words and 12 spaces. There is no space in between here, right? There's no space in between. It looks like a space, but it isn't. And I guess, the United States, when you take this away, it takes a word away. Let me see. Yes, it takes a word away. So that dropped a lot. 4 characters. This United States thing. Paste. See that? 90. And when you take it away, boom. 86. Two separated from, right? What do we have with Trump over here, right? He's off 2 seconds, right? There it is. 1442.32. 1442.34. Right? 2 seconds off. And 86 is 2 off from 88. 86. Interesting, the 12 and the 14, right? The 12 and the 14 are pairing beautifully. 14 words, 12 spaces. That means that 2 words are, stuck together, which isn't. There is an enter here, and there are these, let me see, how many enters are there? I think this is it. So this was an enter, and this was an enter, right? So now you got 14 and 12, because the enter was hit over here, and the enter was hit over here. So you got, instead of a space, right, you got 2 enters. Taking away 2 spaces, or 1 space, so to say, right? Because there should be 14 words and 13 spaces. Normally, when you write a sentence, right? You got always 1 less space than you have words. Right? Because the spaces are in between the words. Right? Okay. So let's see. Because drop 14 and 12 are pairing beautifully. Because it talks about the 12 steps ahead, what must occur for civilian trials and military intelligence taking over the investigations of the 3-letter agencies, right? Flynn's background is going to be important in the upcoming events, and again, in connection also to the NSA. Okay, knowing where the bodies are buried, having the goods on most bad actors, the reason why Trump was asked to run, right? Also because they knew he was clean enough, so the enemy had nothing to go with if they were going to prosecute him, which they were going to do, but with what? That's going to be hilarious to witness, right? Well, it kind of was, but yeah, but there he is. Let me see, guys. Surrounded by highly respected generals. And there it is, right? Why is Antifa allowed to operate? And what happens if Soros-funded operations get violent and engage with domestic terrorism? And this is how you know where you are, right, in the whole scheme of things. Because what happens when those Soros-funded operations get violent and engage in domestic terrorism? Well, as the commander-in-chief, you got to deem them domestic terrorists, right? Which Trump did. So now this has been completed. Boom, marker, right? And what happens if the police and chiefs do not enforce the law? Right? What are the conditions that needs to be satisfied to authorize the National Guard working in coordination with the Marines, right? These things need to happen. So you got Soros, right? Antifa, terrorist organization, domestic terrorist. And you got, it's kind of going backwards. Because first Trump did the National Guard. Then he designated Antifa as a terrorist organization. So that's interesting, right? He's 5 steps ahead. They promised Trump to prevent tampering if he would run, right? And there it is. Okay. It's kind of going back and forth because here it says, what authority does POTUS have, especially over the Marines? So it's kind of going up and down because this happened and this happened before. No. This happened afterwards, right? Let me think, Derf, because we want to go back to that moment where Trump got that special group of Marines into the Oval. Was that before or after? I think maybe before. Before he went to England. I'm not sure.
I think it was before.
Yeah. So you got before. So there it is. He's calling him in. You tell me. Was it before or not? I think so, huh? He got the Marines in. Then he designated Antifa as terrorist organization. So it goes like this. Boom. There it is. The National Guard, right? Terrorist organization. And there it is, right? Drop 12 is saying, now think about how Antifa plays right into the plan. Always ahead. Good guys are winning. And look at this. This is that date where they were saying, go to the National Guard members and ask them if they are, how do you say that? Activated on October 30th, right? Across multiple American cities. Right? So interesting that this is happening, right? The stage has been set and Trump has been calling our attention for these things, right? Forming a panel to investigate. After winning the election, did good people prevent the rigging? Right? There it is. He comes up, guys. This moment we saw, right? Our movement is about replacing a failed and corrupt political establishment. And what he said here on stage is we are at a crossroads. Whether or not we, the people, take control over our government. Right? It's wonderful. This speech of Trump, this historical moment, and who was behind him? The Marines, right? Beautiful, guys. He is what Obama was for the deep state. Like the PR for the deep state or the talking heads for the deep state. Trump is for the military, right? Who put their lives on the line every single day for your freedom. They said enough is enough. And they waited for Trump to get elected, make sure they could not rig it, and think, okay, guys, we're going to let him win. We're going to let them steal it in 2020, forming a panel to investigate. We're going to show the people we're going to take control over key elements, and then people will want to have Trump back. But Trump is coming back saying, okay, I'm coming back, but we're going to have Dodge. Right? We're going to go through the federal government and removing those who do not serve or fail the American people. But also, we're going to reward the good workers, right? But this needed to happen first, guys. Okay, let's continue. Let's see. Peace, Mr. President. Okay. The peace president, guys. Gets concluded in 58 characters. Just something to get my mind off the thing because, okay, guys, let me see. MS-13, okay. 47, 74. Yeah, there it is. That's what I was saying. Q equals Alice. You'll soon understand the meaning behind Alice and Wonderland. Everything has meaning, God bless, right? That's what I said. As a joke, what if Hillary is dropping those crumbs, right? Nah. Okay, guys. Let me see. Oops. 85. Okay, there's some set rich action going on. President, 48. Okay, guys. This is staged and deliberate. The spider web. As we saw with, what's his face? There it is. The spider web, guys. Right? There it is. They never thought she would lose, right? There it is. Shall we play a game? Find the spider and build the web, the map. They consider you to be the fly, especially the feeder. They never thought she was going to lose, and therefore they never thought that investigations of public interest into the criminal acts would be exposed or investigated, right? To back up everything, guys, only install those on the team and blackmail those that aren't. Think about this, right? We need to cut these off to truly gain the power granted to us by, the hardworking patriots of this country. And that is happening now. Because you can see that due to the peace in the Middle East, this could only happen, right? When they are flaming, right? The mission is blazing on all cylinders, successful, ending 8 long wars in 8 months, and Ukraine and Russia is next. The fix has always been in. No matter which party won the election, they killed JFK, shot Reagan, shot Trump, but missed. This was always the promise made to those who play the game. Willingly or otherwise, they would never lose power. Power of the 3-letter agencies and power over the US military. With their worldwide dominance to push against other nations and install like-minded, right? Or like-kind. And follow this, guys. Ian Cameron, McKinsey, Clowns in America, Emmett J. Rice, the Fed, the Rothschilds. Yes, Derf. Yes, Derf.
Yeah, I've been holding back.
Okay, go.
We had a So Scavvy.
Oh, a So Scavvy, guys. Okay.
From Danny Scavs. Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait. Okay, news around the world. Okay, so let's ditch this. Do you think? Let me see. What is this? 56? Something there? You've been holding back. So you've been looking at it, right? You've been holding it to the light. Okay, guys. Let me see. 9 spaces.
Yeah.
59.
I have.
59. Boom. There's 59, guys. There is 59. The 9 minus the 65. News around the world praises Trump. Praises President Trump's peace plan. Space World Dove, right? 65 characters, 9 spaces, bringing you to drop 59. Combine, oppose, and analyze. The question provides answers. Information is everything and no longer controlled by the MSN, but by you. Hence what we are dedicating critical, look at this, the parentheses, right? Critical time to distribute crumbs, which can be followed in greater detail to paint the entire picture once more information is released. Okay, guys. Around the world. What is this when we take this away? The dove is 56. This is 52 in the world. So this is 51, dude. Man. So without the spaces, right? We got this drop, combine, outpost, and analyze. And 62 minus 9, right? If you take the spaces away here. As you can see, this aggregator is counting the spaces. If I remove this space, look at the character count. Look at this. See that? It drops 1. When you put it back, it counts the space. So when you take the spaces away, 62 is 51. So combine, outpost, and analyze, right? The flow of information is controlled by you and others talking to the animals. And now we got 51, guys. The world, guys. The world patriots. Anons, 51. Boom. There it is, guys. We hear you. We hear all Americans. Ask yourself. The time has come to take back a great land. The time is now. Voters is backed by the absolute finest people alive, all dedicated to the eradication of evil and corruption from the U.S. and the world. U.S. and the world, huh? And there's the world and around the world. Interesting, guys. Interesting. And there's one space behind it. Space number 9. Okay, let me see the plan. 59. Okay, and again, if you take this, beautiful, guys. So the plan, the peace plan, guys. Again, combine, oppose, and analyze with the spaces, right? And dude, when you take the spaces away, again, it is 51. Dude, do you see? Derf, man.
I mean,
look at this.
Kind of do, but
so you got 51.
Right now,
what?
Zoom is giving me problems again, so.
So there it is,
I'm
right?
Not sure
we
if
got
there's
our
a delay, but we got issues
Yes.
with Zoom again. Sorry.
So let me kill Zoom and bring it back in.
Sorry.
Let me go, guys. Oh yeah, that ain't working. I see. That's really slow, guys. Wow. Unbelievable. Look at this. Okay, Derf, make your way back in. There he is. Derf, man.
All right. How are the delays?
Well, I think 1, 2, 3. I think it's all good. Must be. But again, what I was showing you, right, is the world was, a certain character, and when you subtract the spaces from it, it brought you to the same drops as the plan with the spaces, minus the characters, minus the spaces again. You got your 51, 8 minus 59, and you got your 59, right, where we had the world, minus the 9 spaces, right, or the 8 spaces. Look at this. Paste. Look at this. You take the world away. Boom. There it is. 62 minus 9. There's your 51. Boom. Right? Let me mirror this so you guys can see. Look at this. So now we're going to mirror this. Oh, dude. Let's mirror this. Let me do one here and one there. Look at this. Boom. There it is. Look at this. So, no matter how you look at it, right? 62 characters, Derf, are you there? Minus the 9 spaces. Brings you to 51, right?
I am.
And there is your plan, right? 59 minus 8 spaces, right? Is bringing you to 51 again. Isn't that wild? Both 51. Both pointing to the same drop. and having 59 characters with, right? With the characters. And that is talking about the world, right? Are you following this, Derf? Okay, Derfman is gone, guys. Let's continue, guys. So again, do you guys follow this, right?
I think we're
no, you
dealing with
you gotta
delays
go
again.
back in. This is not working. Come in and out. Let me see. Yeah, all is good. All is good on my side. So there it is, right? Beautiful. 51, 62 minus 9, and there's your 59. Minus 8, again, 51. Double, right? We hear you. And there it is. Dedicated to the eradication of evil and corruption from the US and the world. Boom. The world. Around the world. Praises President Trump. And what is going to happen? We're going to take back this great land and the world, right? Because America first. We hear you. This whole plan was to get you into this, right? So you knew ahead of time what was going to happen. Let me just get this one out of the way. Maybe that helps a little bit with... Okay. So YouTube ain't getting enough video, I see. Let me see, guys. Let me bring this here because... No, don't enter stream, but how can I... Yes, I got to stress this out because there's something that I need to click here. Let's do it again, guys. Come on. Okay, so there we are. How is YouTube going, guys? Again, we have a lot of technical difficulties during this broadcast. But again, don't worry. We'll solve it. No, not solve it. We'll get through it. We persevere, guys. Again, we hear all Americans, as yourself, the time has come to take back a great land, right? We're all dedicated to the eradication of evil and corruption from the US and the world, right? The world is here. And the world is praising Trump. So the precedent has been set that Trump is successful in brokering deals for the betterment of the world. So when the corruption is going to be exposed, which we know that is going to happen, right? We know it's going to happen or suffer the consequences, right? It cannot go slow. The initial wave will be fast and meaningful and send a signal to others immediately. You'll see the tide turn. Some will be jailed as deep cover agents, right? Again, the arrest will happen. The strings were cut. The keystone was taken out. Saudi Arabia and now the Rothschilds, who are controlling the worldwide banks, financial institutions, who control worldwide governments, who then control the people they say to serve, right? They govern them. And then we got Soros controlling these organizations of people, right? Then we had all these ghosts from Trump, right? The ghosts from Trump. Again, for the new arrivals among us, this was the first go that we got. Again, for me, this was like, wait, there is a lot there, but let me just... this is going to get in my cache memory, right? Go 88 words. Interesting. Within the parentheses. 10 days of darkness. What happened in Saudi Arabia will happen in the United States. Well, what happened? National Guard activated, working together with the military and the Marines. A mass arrest happened. Okay, interesting. You know, we got the orders, right? The I am, right? Why am I here during the day? We're talking directly to this board, learn our comms. He already talked to Kim, right? All these things, the map is critical. What are a data set? How are patterns formed and isolated? Expand your thinking. The castle lock. Add the crumbs to a new complete graphic, organized and in order, critical to understand and review. Again, the spider web, staged and deliberate. Soros is targeted, right? We already have this in the spaces, right? The I am and the go here with, right? Over here, the 88 drop 10 days of darkness. Well, okay, I kept this in my cache memory, right? And then this happened, right? Boom. Trump comes out not 1 or 2, but 3, right? The 17th word consisting of 88 spaces. Characters. Well, okay, that is interesting, right? But then the post in the parentheses now is word number 88. Okay, wait. Not 1, not 2, but 3, right? Enormous evidence. Hillary Clinton, Haiti, 17-minute delta. Well, what kind of delta, if any, is Trump hitting here? He's hitting a 5-year delta with this 3-star general, not 1, 2, but 3, right? Not long now. 1 minute and 7 minutes separated from a 2 the second delta. And it is drop 2948 from the truth number, right? It tells you 7 seconds. We're getting closer to the 0. 0 hours, 0 minutes, 0 seconds. We got a 17-minute delta, a 0-minute delta, and a 0-minute delta. This is a 1-minute delta with 7 seconds that Trump is hitting here. This delta on the 24th, he dropped this on the 2025. This dropped at 1747.53. This dropped at 1746.46. Right? Not long now. Post 88 word, 3, 17th word, 88 characters. Okay, now I'm paying attention, right? Okay, happening like fool me once, right? But doom. Okay, there. Now we're talking. And then this happened, guys. Boom. Trump again says go in the parentheses. What did he say over here? I'm ready to go when you are. Q over here was kind of helping you, you know, the annals to decode, right? Look at the number on the fire truck, right? Castle lock and bringing you to this drop, right? What you are about to learn should not only scare you, but intensify your resolve to take back control of freedom. The information that will become public will further demonstrate the criminal, corrupt, pure evil, abuse of power the Hussein administration undertook in joint effort with domestic and foreign dignitaries. Snowball begun running. There's no stopping it now, D5. Remain brave, we knew this day would come. United we stand, worldwide. We fight conspiracy no more. Okay, so this is in my cache, right? Boom. Then Trump dropped this post, right? Not 1 or 2, but 3 very sinister events. And he ends with especially the emergency stop button, right? The 10 days, the darkness. Okay, you know, then we put it out there like, okay, Trump, Dan Scavino was dropping regarding the shutdown and dropping timestamps that were catching my attention, right? The 137 gap code, the Netherlands, right? The 807, I hear you, right? the Rose Garden speech, right? A rally in the Netherlands. The world is about to change, right? De wereld staat op een punt te veranderen. And the Q-baby. All happenings, recent happenings. You know, this one happened this year, right? With the birthday of Joanne. This one happened a week before when Trump landed again, right? When he took off to the Charlie Kirk event, right? And when he landed, right? Dan Scavino dropped the Q-baby. Again, mistakes to some are roadmaps to others, right? This is bringing you back to the decodes that we had from Trump, how it all started with the China, the misspellings and putting the parentheses at the wrong locations, missing it here, putting it back at the wrong position, right? And then shifting it up 12 positions. There's your Antifa, 12. Character, 424. Fully resolved. Now it is, right? Here it was still, is it solved? It was back, but at the wrong location, right? 435. Well, 435, because these were his characters. 435, right? Then we got 436, because he's putting the end quotation back. And 436 again, what we had in the first go, right? The corruption that is coming out, the foreign and domestic dignitaries effing around with the elections, right? Hussein is being found right over here in drop 436. Here you can see all these bad actors with the DNC, right? Seth Rich, WikiLeaks, Hussein, right? All these guys, James Comey, Loretta Lynch, Peter Strzok, all of it, man. The Steele dossier, right? The Podestas, James Comey, Loretta Lynch, FISA 2. It never stops, guys. But it all brings you to 334. George Soros, special place. What would be the penalty for stealing elections? How does Antifa play right into the plan? He put in parentheses here. The no good was now a quote from whoever said it, which wasn't, right? Because this is what Trump was adding here. He was putting it back here, then shifting it up 12 positions to position 424. Fully operational, resolved, and 12 is Antifa. Think about how Antifa is playing right into the plan. And after this decode, Trump came out, boom, confirming 339. Boom, George Soros, right? And shall we play a game? They never thought public interest into their criminal acts will be exposed or investigated. And that they would lose power over the three-letter agencies and the military. But then again, boom, there it is, doing it again, right? The recused, the family, right? The Soros family. The attack on Charlie Kirk, right? The turning point. There is an active war against people who speak truth, right? Either being Trump or Charlie or whomever, or even Stephen Miller, right? His organization was also targeted, right? By these intel agencies. What conditions need to be satisfied? What need to be understood before accountability can come? And these heavy measures that are going to rain down will be accepted by the people, to make sure that what Q was saying, no civil unrest, clean and swift. What need to transpire? People need to understand how corrupt it is, but they also have to understand how awesome Trump is, right? That he's to be trusted. And this is what Trump is doing right now, creating the calm before the storm, getting all these peace agreements that nobody could ever stop, taking out all the blackmail that was keeping it in place. Now these nations or these people can let it go, right? Sending the go orders, enemy combatants, the family, why? Nobody is safe. Blind to 2020 vision. Operation Mockingbird failure. Public to awaken. In mass amounts, guys. Change of narrative will be required. And that is happening right now. Just saying, guys. Just a little recap, right? On all these things, right? And again, so this, we put it out there. 10 days of darkness. When? Shutdown. Okay. The shutdown happened, on October at midnight. Dan Scavino is just posting a few minutes before midnight. Just like Trump is dropping 2 seconds for midnight. See that? Derf, are you with us, by the way? Oh, God.
I am.
Oh, he is.
How's the delay?
Yes.
Better, right?
I think so. I hope so. Yes.
I hope so, too.
Yes. The gap code again was showing again a lot, guys. I'm not going to repeat all of this, right? But again, we got the 10 days. And while we were showing you this during our show, Trump drops at 137. We were just showing you 137 here. During our show, guys, Trump is dropping 137. 316 characters, right? Boom. 137. He did the same, by the way. Let me see. He drops 137 and 14 seconds. Let's go back into that clip, by the way, Derf. Let's go back into that clip. Let me see. What was the timestamp that Trump dropped during the whole Russia-Ukraine thing? Okay, this is the crown jewel. Let me see. Let me go back to that video, guys. I want to know at what time Trump dropped and how much time is in between there. Oh, no, this was the other one. There it is. Okay, guys. So let's see, guys. Let's get ready to rumble.
Hey, we're at the 2-year mark, aren't we?
Good morning. That's quite a crew. That's quite a
New
crew.
arrivals, guys. Woo, baby. There it is. Proofs are important. Wait a minute, guys. Is this that clip? Okay, this is a 2-year anniversary thing. No. I think it's even way back, guys. Derf, can you find that video? I just wonder how much time is in between, because remember, when you ask for the one, the be careful who you follow, right? Trump then dropped 137 and 1337, right? Giving you what you were asking for.
I'll see if I can find it.
Okay, guys, let's continue. And again, guys, what are the odds, right? We already had these crimes regarding, the Rothschilds, the consequences. The initial way will be fast and meaningful, pointing to Fly Rods Fly, the Rothschilds, right? and a picture of 185, right? And right over here, we can see that Trump in his truth number, right, is dropping 185. There is the Rothschilds again, the super predators. Bring them to heel. The resistance will be dealt with swiftly. Look at this. Boom. Oh. The resistance will be dealt with swiftly. This is saying the initial wave will be fast and meaningful, right? So there it is, right? You are in the midst of something historic. Define back channels. 2958. 2958. 581, right? The mirror. In the middle of something historic. Define back channels. This is how our shows are called, right? Interesting. Derf, did you find it?
I did not.
Okay, maybe you can do some shout outs then. Do you want to go into the Dance Cavino draw?
I kind of do.
Okay, guys. So praises to President Trump, 21. Oh, what?
All right, let me say a few hellos to. I see Carrie Cameron in the chat in the Maritimes. Always good to see you there. Also, I think we have a Cameron from Scotland, I believe it is. Very nice to see you, as well as you, Per Lady, Miss Penny Black, Trucy, Dick Tracy, Colors 1921, Dehine, Maligator 1960, Judd MC, 1K Dirt Mod. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Sorry guys, I was supposed to look for some red castles. So I see 1K Dirt Mod got one from Armorbuck, as well as Sloopy Lou, and as well as A Cameron. Let me see.
Welcome to the Red Castle Club, guys.
Let me see. Oh yeah, we also had Tony 2334, who was gifted a red castle. So yeah, that's 4 out of 5. Sorry about that. Same with Matman. We got 9 out of 10, so it's not a bad percentage, but you know, it's not 100% either. Now, by the way, thank you, Deflustrated and Miss Penny Black, for letting us know that, or reminding us that 47 Lights and Cousin Vinny are celebrating their birthday today. So thank you guys for being with us.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Cousin Vinny and 47 Lights. And yeah, we really appreciate you guys popping in even during your birthdays. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Good to see you, Morocco M13, Johnny 1776 Seed, Casey and Sunshine 777. I Need a Coffee. Now that's a YouTuber. That's not just me saying I need a coffee. I could use one. But yes, and we have MyMev, who I'm sorry, I think MyMev was from Poland. Was that? I didn't note it, so you'll have to remind me, MyMev, if you are indeed from Poland or from somewhere else and I missed it. But yeah. So here, yeah, we happen to have a...
You were talking about, I need a coffee, right?
Interesting. I'm just noticing. Oh, Yeah. No, I Need a Coffee is someone on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I need a coffee, but I could use a coffee at the same time, right? You know. And good to see Alexander Cameron just popping into the YouTube channel. So good to see you guys. And it's interesting because I'm just noticing now that the Danske Vino video, it's showing 3 seconds, but that's on QAG. On Twitter, to me, it shows up as 4 seconds, which I thought was interesting considering that he posted at 11:04. 11:04, sorry. Yeah. And let me see, Grass. Did you check out?
I got it here.
11:04 or 40:11? Okay, awesome.
Where do you want to go?
Let me pull it back up. I mean, let me see. I obviously I like the Amazing Coincidence. You have more than you know. And
there it is.
What I
Big
liked
Moth,
was
right?
actually the mirror.
They're saying Big Moth, and the seals are broken. The arrest. Uber. This is your sealed indictments. And this is showing you the tarmac, Loretta Lynch, and Hillary. Taiwan, Hillary, right? North Korea, Hillary. Uranium One, Hillary, right? Election integrity, Hillary, right? There it is, right? F around and find out, guys. Legal pad. I love writing on yellow paper, by the way. So, great choice, Dan. Okay, Derf, where you want to go?
That. I also liked 4011.
Yes, there's your Crossfire Hurricane. The calm before the storm.
Yeah, I like
something that we talked about yesterday, right?
Yeah. You were talking about what the calm before the storm
could be.
Really, what it could be.
Yeah. I'm not saying what it is, right?
So,
what it could be.
So you didn't think the statement regarding calm before the storm was just random, did you?
Mm-hmm.
That's yeah.
And there is your storm.
I think they're
right?
listening.
This is your storm. F around and find out. There it is. The find out. They did this, but this is the storm. The FO, guys. Find out. This is when the information becomes public, right? Because transparency brings accountability, right? They got to have America and the world on the same page. That Trump knows what he's doing because he created peace after 3,000 years, guys. And he just did that as number 8, right? He did it there, he did it there, he did it 8 months, 8 peace deals. Boom. Number 8 being Israel and Palestine. Not an easy one. And the easy one that he was talking about will be the last one. The first will be the last. He was saying that one will be done, before I get elected. Right? And there's a reason. Because the Ukraine is the headquarters of the deep state, the New World Order, right? So when they think it's coming really soon, they're going to put all their emphasis there, right? While he's putting out fires in other places, right? Look here, not there. I'm going to say this, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to say this is going to be easy. Well, it is, because Putin is working with Trump. But let Putin do his thing. Let him, let them think it's going to be done. Let them think that Putin will pull back really quick, right? Really soon. But that is going to be, the other way around, right? Think about what that means, right? If you are in Ukraine and you were one of those deep states, right? I guess Putin didn't do the really big thing yet. And they thought it was going to happen really quick. So they were on guard all that time, right? Trump was running. Did he win? Will he win? Oh, shit. He wins, right? Oh, it's going to be done before the 20th of January. Trump said it. Trump doesn't like to be wrong, right? But he's gladly taking all these slings and arrows, right? So they think it's going to happen, something in Ukraine, before the 20th of January, 2024. Right? But, right? So they think it's going to happen. And then it just goes on and on and on and on. Right? So the strike, what Putin is going to do there, will come on an unexpected time. Not before a certain date. Right? And then they have to rethink it again. And then they think, oh, it's going to happen now. He's making a phone call with Putin right now. It's going to happen, right? And then it doesn't happen. And Putin is just waiting, right? And he will strike. Maybe he already did. With that whole meeting in, they think, okay, it's happening. It is happening. He's actually going there, right? And you got to place yourself in the shoes of those enemies, right? Who are still running their things, right? Thinking about, what if Mike Pompeo is with his ears on all telecom-related things in Ukraine? What kind of information are they gathering, right? They're going to jinx him, just like Pam Bondi. I want the Jeffrey Epstein files on my desk tomorrow at 9:00. What do you think? What kind of shockwave is that creating through all these channels, right? Or some we can't see, right? These deals are being made, with a wink or a handshake, right? No digital traffic, anything. You want to make sure those people panic. And a statement like that, like tomorrow 9:00, damn, he was successful in installing Pam Bondi. Oh my God, right? She's there. Oh my God, she's saying this, right? Oh, they're going to, install Kash Patel. Nah, they will never be able to, right? Bam, they did. Oh no, Now those two people are there talking about Epstein, this, that, arresting people, is getting closer and closer and closer, right? And then Pam Bondi is saying, okay, I wanted this, right? And then again, it doesn't really happen. You got to understand the shockwaves that they are sending through those channels every single time. This is deteriorating your soul, guys. But indeed, right? Do you think the statement by POTUS, the calm before the storm, was just random? Transparency brings accountability. Read and reread the drops, guys. Anything else you saw in this one, Derf?
No, not really. I did look up the word.
So there's your pray and pray, right? That's a nice one. Right?
Yeah, I like that one too.
Prey. The hunters become the hunted, right? They're now prey. Again, finders should apply to the NSA. Booms en route, guys. Okay, yeah, that was the first one. FAFO, guys. Let's see. What is this? $161.15. Come on, computer. All posts are connected. Graphic is key. Okay, so 161. 6161. No, that can't be. So 1615. Oh. Okay, guys. Pacers won it all. After out to find out, right? We already, the choice to know will be yours, right? There's your 1616. Okay, guys, there it is. The Clinton campaign official arrested with this stuff, guys. Look at this. Coincidence? These people are sick. F around and find out, right? Interesting. So you were saying this is 3 seconds on, and what on Twitter? 4 seconds.
And 4 seconds on Twitter.
Okay. And is there any, you want to look at 34, 43?
Just the fact that it's the fact that it was posted at 11:04.
Okay, yes.
With the minutes and seconds, and that it's a 4-second clip.
Yes. So 4:39. The time, oh no, there it is. 28 minutes and 32 seconds. The time in between Trump reposting the White House, right? Creating peace, and then Dasgovina saying F around and find out, right? The calm before the storm, and then the FO, right? Understand? The accountability. Transparency brings accountability. The calm before the storm. And that is posted by Dasgovino 28 minutes and 32 seconds after this Trump post. Let me see. 28:32. We are the news now. Okay. 23:82. Don't let them divide you. Together you are strong. Together you win. Okay, guys, the votes. Let me see, guys. 17:12 seconds in between. 17:12. Okay, guys, put the debt therefore, whatever belongs to your earthly nature. Sexual immorality, impurity, lust, evil desire, and greed, which is idolatry. Because of these, the wrath of God is coming. Your evil has no place in this earth. Boom. That's a boom, guys. There it is, right? Stand the F down, right? And the 2171. Okay, Antifa. Suicide watch. Well, again. So 28.3. and 238. Eight three two. What's the news this week? The war is real. 238. And 3820. 382. Satan has left the White House. Okay, so there is the Netherlands and Canada, by the way. Derf. 382. 382. It's 3820. Haven't you figured it out yet? It's not about Trump's corruption. It's about making sure you don't find out about their corruption. Interesting. F around and find out, guys. It also has like 4 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys. Beautiful crops from Dan Scavino and Donald Trump in the morning, guys. Right? Look at this compilation. Booms and Route, blind 5x5. Q is everywhere. We are everywhere. The Closing Act, impossible to clean. Secret Service is protecting the members of no such agency. The hunt is on. Remember, pray, right? Finally should apply to the NSA. Again, another Facebook link. The Q+. We stand together. You are learning our comms. The crown jewel Decode, 1.2 million. The hint of future events. Do you believe in coincidences? Flynn news coming. Where there was once darkness, there will now be light. Again, we're talking about the 10 days of darkness, right? Where there was once darkness, there will now be light. You know, and the light is the transparency that will bring the accountability, right? Preparing the public, you know, for what is about to come regarding Hillary Clinton. Antifa playing right into the plan. Drop 14. The spider web. The complete graphic, organized and in order. Critical for understanding and review. Combine our post and analyze. The question provides answers. The information is now no longer controlled by the MSM, but by you. This is why we're creating critical time to distribute crumbs, which can be followed in greater detail to paint the entire picture, right? And that's kind of happening, right? We hear you. We're going to take back a great land and the evil and corruption from the US and the world. Because you can only take it away in the United States. They will regroup and come back, right? Right? Because if you think, you know, back in the day, they had to take a boat to America, right? Now they have these airplanes and technologies, right, to strike back. So even a kid in a room that has some coding understanding can bring down, right, companies or whatever. Don't you think the deep state can do those things? Of course they can. So if you're going to take on this evil, you got to take it out everywhere at once. Right? Combine our post and analyze. Boom. April. Seals are broken. Huber. Sealed indictments. Hillary Clinton. Right? You have more than you know. Military start. The states had to be sent. Crossfire hurricane. Do you think the statement by POTUS regarding the calm before the storm was just random? Transparency brings accountability. Prey, right? The hunters become the hunted. Oh. We are the news now. Together we win. Your evil has no place in this world. The wrath of God is coming, right? This is not another 4-year election. God wins, right? We have tremendous worldwide support. The devil have left the White House. Day of days, guys. And again, not about Trump's corruption. This is all about making sure that you don't find out about their corruption, right? The sum of all fears is an awake and informed, free-thinking public, openly communicating with one another, right? Again, guys, be loud and be proud. They believe in you. And this is why they did what they did back in October 28th, 2017, right? Okay, there was one drop that I wanted to show you, right? Because during our show, Trump dropped this, right? We had this one from Trump where he was reposting, or was this just after the show, huh? No, this was during the show. Yeah, this was during the show. He was reposting, the White House, right? At 15:45. This speech that he was having there. Right? So happens to be, guys, the Dan Scavino at the time, dude, you made a decode on this or not?
Sorry, which one?
The Dan Scavino repost.
Sorry, by the way.
Dude, let me call you on Signal, man. This ain't working.
Yeah.
Let's
do that.
Let me kill the thing.
Oh, if you kill Zoom, though, I won't be able to see your screen.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Well, okay, I'm good, dude. Nope. Okay, guys. No private calls, guys. Okay, there you go. There we go, guys. Derf man in the house.
Okay.
So mute your mic. Yo, Derf. What is up? So again, let me just take this thing. Trump was reposting the White House, right? And the timestamps were so beautiful, guys. The time in between. Okay, so this was the delta to the next, right? This is the delta between Dan Scavino reposting the White House as Trump reposted the White House. This is the delta to the reply. This is the time in between Trump and the White House. There was 78 seconds, right? We love the 78. Because, 117 would be nice, but 78 is even more specific, right? If you know what I'm saying. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think so, but let me see. We're going to keep that there. But there is Trump, right? Dropping his post number, 298340. 340, right? And 4389. 4389, guys. Boom, 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 boom. A week to remember. Dark to light. Blackout necessary. Derfman, I was talking about you were making a decode of Dan Scavino at the end of our show. You were saying he dropped at the end of the show, and then I thought you made a decode or something.
Well, no, that's the post right there at 440.
Yes.
I know, but I saw you were making it, so I didn't make it.
Okay, yeah, because I saw a timestamp with at the end of the show that we didn't have the ticker in there.
Oh, I guess I was just showing you that was posted pretty much like 30 seconds after we went offline.
Okay, guys.
Off the stream. I guess I could make something.
No. I thought you had something, so I wanted to get in that and then show this. But okay, so Donald Trump is dropping us this 4389, right? A week to remember, dark to light, blackout necessary, right? Again, and there is your blackout, right? Dark to light. Again, we're not talking about the darkness. We're talking about bringing things to light, right? Totally different perspective on the 10 days of darkness, right? I think the 10 days of darkness is not 10 days, but a period of time where people are saying, oh my God, right? Either the election, right? Trump being stolen, how do you say that? COVID, the governmental overreach, Trump coming back, fighting all these elements within the country, right? This is a moment in time where people are waking up and saying, oh my God, Trump is right, right? Or things are getting so bad, right? And then they wake up to understand how things are because of this darkness, because of this pressure, right? Their ego breaks and they see it for what it truly is. Again, so Trump is dropping this dark to light, the Great Awakening, 100% insulated, expect fireworks, right? 3, 2, 6, boom. And look at these crumbs, guys. 326 or 623, right? Who controls the controllers? The one that wrote Executive Order 1221. That is the new puppet master, right? Choosing the direction. No deals. Hostage. Think others. Is what you don't know, right? He's freeing up the battlefield, right? And people are freely communicating amongst each other, right? This is their greatest fear. And look at these beautiful, beautiful things that are happening right here, guys. The gap code, guys, is singing like a bird. Look at this. So first off, you got the 3246 and the 264, the 4550, and the 5